ठीक है, तो सिंक का प्रोसेस स्टार्ट करते हैं आज। संतोष, कैन यू हियर मी?
या तो सिंक तो ग्रीन बता रहा है।
दिखा रहा है
हो
एक बार
गया है
स्क्रीन शेयर करना।
कंप्लीटेड।
देखो, कैटलॉग में विंडोज 11 दिखा रहा है क्या?
कैटलॉग में कैसे जाना था मैं भूल गया।
एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, साइट्स, साइट्स, कॉन्फ़िगर साइट कंपोनेंट्स, सॉफ्टवेयर, प्रोडक्ट्स। यहाँ पे देखो नीचे विंडोज 11,
विंडोज 10 का आ गया है।
विंडोज 10 1903 लेटर होगा, एक नहीं है इसमें भी। देखो नीचे, जरा नीचे देखो, अभी नहीं है। विंडोज 11 भी नहीं आया ना अभी।
नहीं।
तो एक बार और सिंक चला के छोड़ दो, तब तक हम फ्लो और ये सब डिस्कस कर लेते हैं। तब तक वो सिंक चल जाएगा सॉफ्टवेयर लाइब्रेरी से। सॉफ्टवेयर अपडेट्स, ठीक है। अभी देखो, जब तुमने ये सिंक चलाया ना,
हम्म।
तो एक फाइल ड्रॉप होती है। जैसे ही हम ये सिंक चलाएंगे, एक फाइल ड्रॉप होती है इनबॉक्सेस में। तो उस इनबॉक्स का नाम होता है डब्ल्यू सिंक MGR होता है शायद। जाना एक बार जरा प्रोग्राम फाइल्स वाले फोल्डर में, प्रोग्राम फाइल्स, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट कॉन्फ़िगरेशन मैनेजर, इनबॉक्सेस। इनबॉक्सेस में यहाँ पे W प्रेस करना एक बार। हाँ, डब्ल्यू सिंक MGR.box है। इसके अंदर एक फाइल ड्रॉप होती है। वो फाइल प्रोसेस हो जाती है, ठीक है। और प्रोसेस होने के बाद सिंक शुरू हो जाता है। जैसे ही हमने यहाँ पे क्लिक किया ना, राइट क्लिक सिंक करने के लिए ट्राई किया, तो
हम्म।
तुरंत वैसे ही अभी हम वो फाइल ना मैन्युअली बना सकते हैं। उसका नाम होता है self.syn। तो अगर हम एक नोटपैड की फाइल अभी नहीं बनाएंगे क्योंकि सिंक चल रहा है, बट ये वाला सिंक जब कंप्लीट हो जाएगा, उसके बाद सिंक वैसे भी चला सकते हैं। ठीक
ओके।
है, self.syn एक फाइल बनाएंगे नोटपैड से, उसका नाम चेंज कर देंगे, डॉट टेक्स्ट की जगह self.syn। सिंक अपने आप चल जाएगा। ये सिंक चलाने के लिए कहाँ पे वो यूज कर सकते हैं हम? लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल, we have a cache and three primary or two primary sites. Okay,
हम्म।
and sync is failing on one of the site. I mean, cache is working fine. Cache is able to sync the updates from internet. Then there is a cache which is, sorry, cache is fine. Primary is failing.
हम्म।
Okay, so now we did some troubleshooting. We fixed the issue. Now we want to test the sync again. So
ओके।
on primary sites, this synchronized software updates, this option will be grayed out.
प्राइमरी साइट।
On primary sites, it will be only activated on the cache site. Okay.
ओके।
So in order to directly, you know, start the sync on that particular primary site, we have to create one file with the site code of that particular site .syn. Here it is single primary site, so we will be creating self.syn. But in case of primary, we'll
So
create a
that
site
file we need to create in primary server or in cache server?
on primary server where we want to start the sync.
The sync. Okay.
So on that particular primary, we will create one file with a site code .syn. Site code will be of the cas site code .syn. If we drop that file, then sync will start on that particular primary only. Otherwise, we have to do the sync from cas will complete its sync, then it will pass on that information to primary to sync. It will take some time, right? But if you want to
Okay.
test instantly, then this is the shortcut method.
Hmm.
Okay, so next time we will do that. Once that particular file is dropped, wsync mgr gets activated. It's the component. Okay, it gets activated and sync is started.
Got it.
The same log we can check wsync mgr for that.
Got
Now
it.
we will check the log in little more detail. If you can open that, yesterday we only checked only few things, but I will show you some more details. wsync mgr. Okay, now it is saying synchronizing. So take it yesterday's date where the sync was started. Scroll up.
Sync
It says sync
completed.
succeeded. Keep scrolling.
Start done. Synchronization.
Yeah,
Synchronization.
keep scrolling up.
Wake up.
Down, 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 down. Keep on scrolling. It is still waiting for any change. So that means it is waiting for any. Yeah,
Wake up by
wake
drop.
up by
Inbox
inbox
drop.
drop. So wake up by inbox drop. It is talking about the same local sync request file, which is the self.syn.
Hmm.
So once that file is dropped, it says wake up by file drop. Okay,
Hmm.
then it try to find the SUP, software
Hmm.
update point, if it exists or not. It can be on the primary server or it can be remote also, like any remote server you created and you name it as the software update point, because that server need to have the WSUS and this rule. So the WSUS will not be installed on the primary server, it will be installed on that remote server.
Got it.
Because in this scenario, some of the organization, they do not allow the internet connection, they do not want to expose their primary site to the internet, so they
Huh.
create another server with the internet connection and the software update point WSUS will be there. Okay, so it says drop, wake up by drop, inbox drop, and then there will be four state message that we need to check. First state
Four
message
state
ID.
message.
hmm.
One
First
second. I'm
state
just
message
writing.
ID will be 6701.
State message. 6701.
The one which is selected right now. Okay, so first thing you have to check that it is the file drop, it is activated, right? Sync is starting, and then the state message 6701 will come up.
Okay.
6701 means the sync has been
Initiated.
started. Yeah, it initiated the sync. Then another state message will come 6704 where it say where that means that WSys started the synchronization.
Sync started.
Hmm.
WSUS start.
WSys will
Okay.
sync from the Microsoft Update catalog, right?
Yes. First one is the sync will initiate, and second one is WSUS
Started
starting
the
the
sync. Hmm.
sync. Okay.
Then if you scroll down, there will be another one, state message ID 6705.
Yeah, synchronizing WSUS server.
Hmm. Then will be 6705,
Yeah.
where SMS database with the the sync will happen between WSUS and SCCM.
Okay.
Once all the updates are synced, then there will be another state message 6702, and that means the sync is completed.
We can ignore the warning, no?
Yeah, see the warning, the same warning I was talking about. It says request filter does not contain any classification, sync will do nothing. Because we did not choose any product and classification, right?
Yeah,
So there is
got it.
nothing to sync. We are running a blank sync just to update the catalog, because still we do not have the Windows 11 in the catalog. So we are running the
Hmm.
sync to update the catalog.
After
Okay.
670502.
6702, 2 will be the final one, after which you can see sync succeeded. So these are the things which we need
Mm,
to check.
okay. So this four stage message, if something happens, we need to check over here.
Yes, if there is any issue with the sync, we can check here.
Okay.
Also, it if you see there is a pipe command, scroll up, fifth line,
Yeah, this one.
this one, yeah. With this pipe command, we can connect to Windows internal database also.
Acha,
We have to
हाँ.
use
If we have
uh,
selected that, then we can
hmm.
connect to it that, right?
So if we have selected the SQL, then SQL database will be created. But now it is internal database. So in order to connect to internal database, we have to use this pipe command, and we can connect to the database, Windows internal database, with the SQL
Okay.
Management Studio. Okay.
Only this command we need to use to connect,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
Okay. Got it.
There is a blog also. It's been a while I haven't connected to it, but in my previous organization, I have connected it. So in the server name, you have to put in this particular command, and it will connect you to the Windows internal database.
I'll just write it down. Free time I'll try to connect. How to connect Wintel using pipe command. Is it an interview question?
Yeah, it can be, if the interviewer wants to know that if there is some issue with the SQL Windows
Okay.
internal database, and we want to connect and do the reindexing. Yesterday we discussed about the reindexing,
Yeah,
right? There are
indexing.
indexes. So
Yeah.
WSUS maintenance, if you search the blog WSUS maintenance, WSUS SCCM maintenance or best practice, you will find this, that there is a reindexing command and we can run it if there is some issue with the command. So in order to run that command, first we have to connect to the database with this pipe command, and then we can
Hmm.
connect and run that script from the
So this
SQL Studio.
command, Sandeep, we can
Hmm.
only see in this log or we can find somewhere else also.
We can see in this log, or we can find it on the internet also.
Okay.
Yeah, if you
But
search pipe command to connect to Windows internal database for WSUS, you'll find a complete blog.
so during interview question, we can say like this, right? In this WSUS MGR, we can find the pipe command and we can connect it to the database.
Yeah, you can say, or you can say we can search online the pipe command and we can make a note of it, and then we can use it to connect to the database. I mean, no one by heart learn this command. Once you know the log file, then you can find this command in the log file or the internet, and you can connect.
Yep. Cool. Sync alert cancel state.
But you should know the name, that it's a pipe command for connecting the database to the Bluetooth, and I think that will be sufficient.
Wake up SCF change. Wait.
Now it is again waiting for wake up by the FCF SCF change. Right now it is waiting for that file. Now if you scroll down, you will find again that wake up by file drop again. Wake up by
Hmm.
file drop, it says, right. So that means it
Again
detected that
started.
file self.syn, and then it says one SUP found. Then again you will find 6701, 6704,
Yeah.
6705, and 6702. 6702 means the sync is completed. Right now it is 6705. So
05.
updates or information is synchronizing between the WSOS and the SCCM.
WSUS and SCCM.
Hmm.
Perfect.
So these are the things which we need to check. This last.
Okay.
If we have 6702 and also the timestamp, then we can say that sync is completed. Also, you can check on the console.
Hmm.
But this is beneficial. Like if you see, the console will only show sync failed. But at which stage it is failing, then you have to check the log. It is failing in starting, it is failing at the end, it is failing
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of it, where it is failing.
Yeah.
This is the main log. Now there are two more log files, WCM and WSUS control. So
Okay.
now WSUS control, open that those two files also.
WCMN.
WCM.log and WSUS CTRL control.
So,
I will share one log file of the Excel. So it has all the log files mentioned with the name.
yeah.
Just
Actually, I'm
for,
writing it down one by one.
yeah,
Dot
you
log.
can make your notes, but I will share that file. I have made it
You can
for the.
share the Excel now, so that would be easy.
Mhm. Yeah, I will share
ATR,
it
ATR.
after the class. Okay, so first let's
This
check
also helps in sync.
the purpose of this WCM is WSUS control manager.
Okay.
So if if you check the WCM, make it full screen. It only shows the connection. If the WSUS is able to, if the SCCM server or the software update point is able to connect to WSUS or not. It will just show the connection and the supported version. So let's say, for example, if your server is 2012 R2, right, and it's not supported right now. So the
Mm-hmm.
WSUS version will be very old on that particular server. So it will say you need to upgrade the WSUS server version. Scroll up, scroll
Okay.
up. It also says that, see, it also says configured upstream server is set to Microsoft.
Configure, configure.
From red line, fourth or fifth line, it is fourth one up. This
Yep.
one, huh?
No changes.
Upstream server is set to Microsoft. So
Mm-hmm.
it will check everything. That upstream server should be Microsoft, right? Then supported version should be there, right? And if software update point is able to make a connection or not. So that's it. These things,
So
W.
over here, we don't have to do anything manually, right? Everything this controller takes care of
Yeah.
checking the support version,
Hmm.
connecting to the upstream server, and etc. We just have to monitor it, right?
Yeah, if there is any connection request, we have to first check it. If software update point is able to connect to WSUS or not.
No connection account is available.
Yeah, we did not mention any account.
Okay. Link disabling portion
We did not mention any special account, right? We skipped that because we are using the single account everywhere.
has been updated. Updating group info successfully connected to
Also, yeah,
WSUS.
one thing, WSUS server configuration has been updated.
Mm-hmm.
So this is WSUS configuration manager. I said something else. I said control WSUS configuration or something.
Control manage WSUS control management something you said. Manager.
WSUS control is different log. This is WSUS configuration manager. So apart from that, whatever it is checking, so whatever configuration we are doing on the software update point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever things like product classification, whatever we are choosing, same things will be replicated or set or configured on the WSOS as well. So we'll choose those classifications and products on SCCM software update point, and those things will be configured on the WSOS server. So we do not have to
Yeah, that is
go.
correct.
So we do not have to go to WSOS and change anything. Everything will
Yep.
be automated from the SCCM only. So that's why we say that SCCM, the WSOS will be working in the backend and everything will be controlled by the SCCM.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. So what is the final? Not waiting for the changes. Notification
So
trigger.
whatever configuration we are setting from WSOS, this component will configure the WSOS.
Configuration successful.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Now the third one is WSOS control, that is basically for the health check.
Controllers for health check.
WSOS control manager is just for the health check. There are no, it says there are no unhealthy WSOS server components, and that's it.
Unhealthy in the sense which are not able to sync or not trying to
Unhealthy
connect.
means any of, if any of the virtual directory has some issue, I think it will show some error that this
Okay.
particular virtual directory has some issue.
It's corrupted or something.
Hmm. So it will show some error if there is anything wrong with the WSOS.
This is
So
also checking for same supported file version.
yeah, it will also
So
check the
connected.
same because it is also doing the health check. So it will also check the same.
So check.
So
Database
if
connection.
you
There are no unhealthies on this one.
also it is checking the port, which port is there configured.
Correctly configured. Okay.
So these three logs, if you
So it
check
checks the port
WSync,
and health. Okay.
yeah, only health check.
Okay.
So WSUS control manager for health check, WSync MGR for complete sync,
Con-
WSUS configuration for putting all the configuration, configuring the WSUS server.
cool.
Main difference, if I differentiate what are these logs. Okay,
Yep.
these are the three logs which we check. See if we have completed the sync or not. Refresh it. On the right up hand corner, there is one refresh button. Hmm.
This one.
Yeah, yeah, it is
Yep.
completed. Now go back, check if we have Windows 11. Then we will check security updates. This time we will do with a sync.
The steps now I tend to forget. I need to
That's
do
okay.
two, three times. Then only I'll get to know. But the main thing is the steps only, no?
Mhm.
Someone will ask, blank हो जाऊंगा तो problem है.
अभी तो first time है, you will get used to it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
more
this
products
time it
have
is
come.
updated. Hmm. Scroll down. Windows
Scroll.
11. Look for Windows 11. Now we have 1903 later also. I think 1803,
Yeah,
1709. Scroll down. Yeah, we have Windows 10, 1903 later also. We have Windows 11 also.
search driver.
So if we want the updates only for Windows 11, Windows 10, we will be
Hmm.
choosing in the production environment also, we will be choosing Windows 11 and Windows 10 1903 or later.
Hmm.
Because beyond that, older versions, no one is supporting.
Supporting.
Hmm. So if you can see 1903 later, there is one. Windows 10 version 1903 and later. These are the
This one.
drivers. No, no, these are the drivers. Scroll down. I can see it. This one, yeah.
So this will include the drivers also, right?
No, no, it will not include the drivers. It will only include cumulative security, those kinds of updates.
Okay, so we need to check this also.
No, if we are doing the drivers, then drivers are very large in size. So drivers are updated differently with a package or something else. So
Okay,
vendors, we can download it from the vendor website like Dell or HP. Then we can create a package, or we can do it with some other way. But we do not do it with the SCCM.
it's not preferable to do it from you.
Yeah, because large in size, it takes a lot of time. So the best
Hmm.
way is to do that from not from the Microsoft but from the vendor, which are the official drivers for wireless, Wi-Fi, USB drivers. All these drivers we do it from the vendor only.
Just one second, Sandeep. I'll use the restroom. I'll come.
Hmm.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
Hmm.
So where were we with the products now?
Hmm. So now we can choose Windows 10 1903 later
Done.
and uncheck Windows 11. We will be only doing Windows 10 1903 later.
Okay. Anything else?
Scroll down. Only one is selected, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's it. Now classification. We will do security updates. Okay.
Security is equal to cumulative or is it different?
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Okay. You can click on apply. Okay. Now you've check the configuration manager.log. It will say change in the configuration detected. WSUS configuration. It is already open, I think. Hmm. Scroll down.
This one, configuration manager.
Yeah. It says as per the timestamp, setting new configuration state, attempting to connect subscribed categories Windows 10 1903 later, and uh, update classification. It says security updates, right? The one
Mm-hmm.
we choose right now.
Mm.
Okay, so same thing will be configured on the WSUS and it will sync only these updates.
Okay.
Okay, so now you can start the
Again,
sync.
we need to sync.
This time let's do it from that file drop. Okay,
Okay.
let's go to inboxes, wsync mgr,
This
wsync
one only,
mgr,
no?
no, wsync mgr dot box. This one, yeah. Create one file, new notepad text. Name it as self.
Dot CFS, SCF.
No, no, no. Self. SELF. Se-
This one.
SE.
It is self, right?
Self. Self dot SYN. SYN.
Sorry.
That's it. Yes. It got processed, right?
Okay.
So now if you check WSync MGR, the sync will be refresh it and the sync has been
Oh.
initiated.
But then every time we have to create one SYN file, right, to make it sync?
We can do it from, it's a, I mean, I'm just showing you SCCM automatically dropping that file
Okay, yeah, got it, got
to
it.
activate this WSync MGR.
Hmm. Manually also we can drop it so that SCCM will pick up
Manually
and
is for the case in the case of where we have cache and primaries. If we
got
want
it.
to trigger that sync only on the primary, then we can drop that file with the sitecode dot syn, and the sync will be triggered on that particular primary.
Hmm. This is nice. I guess interview question भी हो सकता है ना if you want to
मे
do it
बी
manually.
इंटरव्यूअर को भी शायद ना पता हो, थोड़ा इन डेप्थ की चीज़ है, बहुत ज़्यादा लोगों को पता नहीं होता है.
Oh,
मैंने कई इंटरव्यूज में पूछा भी है, बहुत किसी ने तो नहीं बताया ऐसे फाइल ड्रॉप का,
like
नहीं पता होता.
should be the question for this?
सेम
How you
सिनेरियो.
can drop the file?
Same
Okay.
scenario. Like he can interviewer can ask you like there's a environment,
Mm-hmm.
CAS and primary.
Mm-hmm.
Now he can ask first of all, let me know if the sync option on the primaries are active in such hierarchies or not. If you
Okay.
know, if you say no, then he will say now I want to sync only the primary, and that button is grayed out. How can I sync? I don't want to start the sync from
Got
CAS, but I want to
it.
sync primary with gas. So how can I do it? So then you can say you can drop this file with the sitecode .syn. Then it will
Mm.
Only sync the primary with the cache, and the whole sync will not go. That will save time.
Got. So side code in the sense, so this is my side code SC1. So
SC1.
SC1 dot
Hmm.
SYN. Now
Like for
I got it.
example,
Yeah.
cache
I was
side code
thinking just,
is
yeah.
SC0. For example, cache side code is SC0. So you will create a file SC0.syn, and the sync will start on that particular primary.
Okay. And over here we are doing, that is the reason we are writing self. We can do it
Yeah.
with side code also, right? Will it
No, I
sync?
don't think it will detect it with a side code. We need a cache
Sure.
side code. Here there is no
Got
cache.
it. Now I understood what you mean to say.
Hmm.
Before I was a bit confused.
Okay. So all these inboxes, they are activated by a file drop only.
Hmm.
In case of client, I think I mentioned that .ccr file is dropped
Yeah.
inboxes. So if you
Yeah.
click on inboxes, all these inboxes, they are activated by the file
File
drop
drop.
only. So that will come in case of dist mgr also get activated. There is a pkn file which gets dropped here in the dist mgr. So whenever we create a package, there is one .pkn file. Yeah, some files
Yeah.
are there
Pkn
which are
file.
not processed, I think.
I
.pkn
guess this
file
is
are
the
dropped.
package code.
This is the package id.
Yeah.
Maybe some package is stuck. Go to bad. If there is any bad file, it go to bad. Incoming bad.
So this means it is stuck.
I think maybe it is waiting for the process. So we generally do not do make changes to these files manually. Go to this ccr.box. Let me show you something.
CCR.box.
So this is for the client. Right. Whenever .ccr file is dropped, this thing got activated.
Okay.
Right. If there should be one folder also for the retry. I think there's no file for the retry. It will get created. Like for example, you try to install the client did not succeed. So
Hmm.
that .ccr file goes to the retry folder, and the client will be
Okay.
retried again.
Automatically, or
It
we
goes
need to set?
automatically.
Got it.
So
And what is the extension for this? Any idea?
.ccr,
Cool.
ccr.box, the name
Understood.
of the box, and the file is .c. There will be some number. Uh, it will be representing some client, and then it will be a .ccr. I can show you that file. Go to .ccr once inside the box. Hmm. Go to client,
Client machine or
device, software, yeah, asset and compliance, device. Right click on it, push the client again, and quickly once you complete the that wizard, na, just click on the folder quickly so that we can see the file drop. Yeah, not right now. Once you complete that wizard, okay. Click on next.
it's stuck.
Okay, select the site code. Okay, next. Yeah, go to folder, in process में जाओ. ये रही, कॉपी कर लो इसको.
Hmm.
यही.
Array.
It got processed. So
Completely.
it happens automatically, and within seconds the file will be processed.
So कॉपी क्यों करना था? क्या
Copy
कर
करने के
सकते हैं?
लिए, I mean, we can open it in a notepad and see some information will be there.
Should I try it again?
Now it will be installing the client. We can try after a few minutes.
Cool then. So
I
CMG
think
inbox.
I have my this file on my desktop. I will show you. My desktop is off right now, but I copied one file. There are few information, few grids, something like that. Some information is there, but I don't think that was readable much, but some information was there.
So that means all these boxes are actually connected back in with some components
Mm-hmm.
or features, right?
all these all these boxes, they are some components only. Package transfer manager, this is for transferring the package to remote DP. REPL MGR is for the replication, and it is also for replicating the package. Rule engine dot box, that is for the collection. Acha, for collection I forgot. Whenever we create a collection or update a collection, right, we can check rule engine dot log for that.
Okay. Rule engine dot log.
Hmm. If you see, open the log, rule engine dot log. This is for the collection ADR. I think rule engine is for ADR or collection only. Let me check. ADR or collection. Rule
Next event
engine.
is this ID signal.
Rule engine is for ADR. For collection, for collection, rule engine is for ADR.
Okay.
For collection. Let me think. Collection day call level. Uh, call level is the COLL. Huh. This is the old one. So if you look for call level, there will be one law. Call level is for the update.
This only, right?
This is the old one. Sorted by name. Hmm. This is the new one. So there is a limit. After that limit, the log file gets renamed and the new
Hmm.
log file is created. Collection evaluator. So it evaluates the query or the direct rule, and it evaluates and update the collection. Okay, so now the sync will be working. It will take some time because this is the first sync and it is now syncing the updates as well. So the
Hmm.
sync will take time. This time it will take some more time. Check at which stage it is. I think it will be at synchronizing WSUS 6704. Scroll down. Yeah, this time it is synchronizing updates, and updates are 1165, 1165 update. Lot of updates it is syncing because this is the first sync. It will take some time. It might fail because there are a lot of updates to sync. 35% is completed. ETA
Then
is
again,
17 minutes.
if it fails, then again we have to do the sync.
We have to do it. Will not retry. We have to, because there is no schedule, so it will not retry. We have to do the sync again. Okay.
Okay. Hmm.
Once we have the update, then
Start the
uh,
patching.
we can push the updates to the client.
So initially in all the organization for patching, we have to check this first.
First sync should be there. If sync is not done, then the latest updates on that particular patch Tuesday will not come. So the first step in the patching, that should be that latest
When
sync is completed. Last sync attempt should be successful and it should be after the patch Tuesday.
okay, that means Wednesday.
Hmm.
Got it.
Tuesday night as per. because they are released in the PST time patches. So they,
Okay.
as per the India time, they come at around 10 on Tuesday.
10
So
p.m. or 10 a.m.
10 p.m.
Got it.
So generally we do the patching next day, Wednesday. So Wednesday we can see the new patches. Okay. Do you have any
Cool.
questions?
No. I just need to practice the step because
Hmm.
that is the thing. When you tell me to do something, I get a bit confused because that is all news thing, no?
Mhm.
First, I need to practice again or watch the video again.
What's the video? Blogs are also there, but the
Yeah,
best thing is the lab practice as much as you can.
yeah, and that way only I'll get confidence. Because
Hands-on,
initially,
yeah.
you remember now we started and you told me to do the thing again. I was getting confused where to go and what to do.
Hmm. That happens initially, but
Yeah,
uh, hands-on is must. You can check the options in your office also. I think you have the access to
yeah, I have the
SCCM.
access.
Yeah, then you
So
can.
this next month I'll be doing no. So
Hmm.
the notes are
Same
there in
thing.
handy now.
Yeah, same
Your
thing you
notes.
have to do. First check the sync. If it is failing, then you have to first fix the sync and then only the new patches will be there.
You will be also doing the patching, right? Or is there anyone else who does?
In my team, there are one guy who do the patching. Earlier, used to do.
Sure. But the thing is, during the patching, you have to be present. Otherwise, there's a problem if you take leave or something.
Hmm.
And we
All
also raise change now.
change is raised for a patching. It
Yeah.
gets approved.
So we have pre-approved change. We need to write the implementation plan, everything.
Then you have to test on some machine. Then that testing or some team will be there which will say that patches are okay. Then
Yeah, the pilot testing, and then
it will go to wave zero or wave one of some of the
yeah,
machines will be there. 30%, 10% of the production.
and then send the report to all the stakeholders.
Hmm.
Email it, all the things. A lot of things are there.
SECM patching, you will find it simple, but the documentation part is
The
takes
process
time.
is very lengthy here. So that
You have
eats up the time actually.
you have to pick the name of every patch with the KB number that you are sending
Yeah,
this patch
the missing
Tuesday.
patch is there,
Hmm.
and something they also add the roll up features, low roll up update. That
There is
is
zero-day patch also, which should be assigned on the same day on all the machines.
okay.
Zero-day patches are also there, which fix some vulnerability.
Hmm. Let's see this next month when I start. I'll let you know how it went.
Hmm.
Till then, though, I'll be an expert, I guess, in
Yeah.
patching.
Okay. So sync part is done. Once we have the updates, we will deploy it. Okay. But we still have
Okay.
some time. So let's cover one of the small topic.
So
Or if you
should I
have
leave
any,
some pages for this? There are
no, you
more steps,
can.
right?
Sync is
So I can
complete
continue.
now. Yeah, you can
Okay.
continue. Now we will be deploying patches. So deploying is a different process.
Okay.
But meanwhile, it will take some time, and it will also take a complete 1 hour or 1.5 hour for the full deployment and then installing of the patch. Like,
Hmm.
so on the individual machine, let me show you how patch. What are the patch what we were discussing yesterday about the metadata and the actual content, right?
Mm-hmm.
So whatever we see on the console, if you go to software library, whatever we see on the console, that is the metadata. So that metadata that is coming from the internet to WSUS, and then WSUS sync those updates with the SCCM database,
Okay.
right? So whatever this information is, it is not the actual update, it's just the information about the update, and it's a metadata.
Got it.
Okay, the actual updates will be when we download. Once we have the updates, we will right click and download the update. That download will download the actual file, which will go to client machine and which will do the installation. Okay,
Okay.
so this is the metadata which is syncing, but we call it patches only. Okay, it's not the actual content.
Hmm.
All the updates are not downloaded, the metadata only gets synced. So how a machine knows how where it stores the information, it is there is one folder on the machine which is the software distribution folder. If you go to Windows 10,
Now only 7,000 credits are left. It's enough?
7,000, yeah, I think it is enough. Windows C, Windows software distribution, software C, Windows software distribution. Hmm. So this will be present on every machine. If it is
Okay.
Windows OS, even if your machine, your base machine, your office laptop, your own laptop, which is not managed by any SCCM or Intune, this will be
Mhm.
present. This is for the OS part, I mean. Okay.
Okay.
This software distribution folder records the information about your patch level. Whatever the latest patches are installed, that information, in case of a standalone machine only, this data, the metadata, everything will come to this folder. Download, it will download the data. If you can, these patches were downloaded by this machine online. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and go to software distribution. The data store has the information about the patch level.
Got it.
So in this folder there is the information about the patches. Okay, now there is a service also for the updates, which is Windows Update Service. Go to services, start
Where-
services, different
Okay,
services are
services.
there.
Not service folder.
Services, yeah. So there is service for Windows Update. Now, sometimes this software distribution folder gets corrupted.
Okay.
Okay, go to control panel once, and go to this programs and features. Programs and features. View installed updates. Okay, so this is your update history, right? It installed the
Mm-hmm.
update on 18th, then some updates on 10th, and then some updates, feature update enablement package on 11th also. Okay, so this all information is stored in the software distribution folder. Sometimes machine is not able to detect, and maybe it is corrupted or not able to, or maybe the updates patch level is very old, machine is not able to detect the new patches. Okay, So first thing what we can do is we can run the troubleshooter on this machine which is built in. This is for the
Okay.
standalone machine. Like
Okay. Standalone in the sense, uh,
standalone means not
it is
a
connected to SCCM or no?
uh, like it can be any machine.
Okay.
It can be a SCCM. So troubleshooter is for everything.
Okay.
Troubleshooter is for every machine.
Got it.
Standalone here means it is managed by the SCCM. Let's take
Acha.
this example. It is managed by the SCCM, for example. But uh, all the machines got the patches, but you received a ticket, or you find one machine which is not getting patched and has a very old patch level. It was
Understood.
a patched like 4 3 4 months back. Now you are checking why this machine is not getting updated. First thing, you can run the troubleshooter. It will fix, it will rebuild the Windows update thing. It will check what is happening, why it is not updating.
Hmm.
Okay, that can be done on any machine. Windows
Okay.
troubleshooter is present on any machine. Okay, very general thing. Now the next
Hmm.
thing what you have to do is you can rename or delete this software distribution folder, but the best practice is to rename only, not to delete anything always.
Got it. So it will create a new folder.
Yeah, so how we do it, stop Windows update service, scroll down, the last one should be the Windows update service, Windows update, yeah. Stop. It is already stopped. Okay, it is already stopped because right now no patch or scan is going on. That is okay. So now go to this software distribution, rename it as software distribution dot old. Just add dot old in the end. Okay. Now go to control panel, refresh it. Sometimes I have seen that this update history also gets deleted. I think that is
Okay.
from the WMI now. So if we rebuild the WMI and rename this folder, this update history got deleted, or the patch level, the last patch is installed, it gets removed.
Okay. So what to
But
do
maybe
now?
that has changed. I have seen long ago, but that has maybe changed now. But we can still see. So that may be coming from the WMI also.
Okay.
That's okay. I was just seeing. I'm just checking if it is still happening or not. Okay, so if you start the service now, it will recreate this particular folder.
Hmm.
Okay, same folder structure will be there, data store, download, but lesser information. Go to control panel, refresh that now. Yeah, I think it is coming from the WMI. But data store, download is all empty.
Reporting event is
Reporting event, I think if there is a, whatever event is happening, I think that will have something. But
okay.
for this, for the Windows update, services Windows update, the log file is Windows update.log, which you need to generate with the PowerShell command. So open a PowerShell, run as admin, type the command get dash Windows update log, no space. So it will connect, it will generate, and it will go to desktop. So this Windows Update log, this is not related to SCCM, but it can be generated on any machine, even of your home laptop or any laptop. Okay. The software distribution, it says in the temp, but check the desktop. I think it will be there on the desktop also.
Yep.
Open it. So this log file shows everything, where it is connecting, if there is any issue with the machine. For example, machine is not able to check for the updates, not with the WSUS, not online, right? So in that case, we check this log file. If the issue is with machine, the
Mm-hmm.
client only, we check this. But if it is okay from this side, updates are not coming from the WSOS itself or the SCCM itself, then we have to check
So,
from there.
what are the main this line we need to check whether everything is okay?
First, we need to
Any?
check if it is able to connect with the WSOS or not. So the WSOS name will be there. So right now, WSOS is there, right? Let's
Yep.
perform one scan.
Okay.
Or let's first check the local. I was talking about the local GPU also, right? Yesterday. That now how this machine knows that I need to go to the WSOS for the updates and not on the internet. It can also
Okay.
go to internet because we are not restricting it. But there is one local GPU which is set by the SCCM. Okay. How we check
Mm.
that GPU? You need to,
Yeah.
you can do the group policy edit or you can do the rsop.msc resultant set of policy. Yeah. Go to Windows administrative templates and Windows components, and there will be Windows updates, Windows update. Just click on Windows update. See, there is one specify intranet Microsoft update service location is
Hmm.
enabled. Double click on it.
Yeah.
So we did not set it, right? It is already
Yep.
enabled and set the intranet update service for detecting update is blank, but there is one local down alternate download server. It is localhost something like that. Specify intranet. I think it is not properly configured. We will be seeing the name of our WSO server there. Set the intranet update service for detecting updates. There will be the WSOS or the software update point name. Cancel it. Is there any other policy which is enabled? No, it is the
No.
only one. Do rsop.msc once. rsop.msc. rsop dot. Hmm.
Run as admin or normal?
Yeah, this one. It will show only those policies which are applicable, not the one which are not configured state. It will not show. Go to administrative templates. Windows components, Windows updates, full screen, cancel it. It says local group policy, right? Not a GPU name is local. That means it
Yep.
was locally configured. And this policy, we didn't configure it, but when we install the software update point, right? This policy is configured automatically.
Mm-hmm.
On all the machines, it will be whatever machines we are managing with the SCCM, this will be configured automatically. It comes with the policy. Do one thing, do the scan. Go to control panel, configuration manager, control panel, home, configuration manager, actions tab, then software update, scan, and the evaluation. Software update deployment evaluation. Hmm. Now what we did, we asked this machine to check for the updates.
Okay.
Okay, that is the whole process. We will discuss it. But we want to check if that particular name gets updated or not. So refresh it once.
Yeah.
No. In the RSoup or GPU, in the RSoup, close it and open it again. rsoup.msc. RSOP. Hmm. Administrative templates. Now we see three policies are locally
Yeah.
applied, right? I think that is now updated. It says do not allow update deferral specifier source service. Open third one.
This one
Specify
specifies for service.
source service for specific classes of Windows Update. It says feature quality driver other. Okay, it sets some classes, which class of updates it can get. Okay, close it. First one, see now it is updated.
Yeah.
Now this local group policy is configured and it is instructing to go and check for updates on the intranet, not on internet. It says intranet update service, and this is your SCCM server because we have configured the SUP and WSUS there, right? And it also shows the 8530 port number, which is for the WSUS.
But how this came to know that I have to add this value over here? Just
We
because
did,
we
we
set up
did,
the, yeah,
we did
sorry.
that policy check, right? The scan.
Yes.
So whenever we set up software update point and WSUS, right, there is
Mm-hmm.
one policy which is automatically gets applied when a new machine check for the update. That thing is already, that information comes in terms of policy that local GPU needs to be set on the machine. So it's automatically done
Okay.
by the SCCM through policy
Hmm.
request.
Got it.
Earlier it was no, it wasn't there, right? When we did that
Yeah,
policy check, we
obviously.
performed the scan, these things got updated. So
Yep.
all these things, they come automatically from, and it's a local GPU. Otherwise, if you apply some GPU from the domain, it will say domain policy.
Okay. So first what we did is we checked the policy, this GPO over the year, and then we had restarted this started this update one, right? And then
Service with this GPU service is not related actually. Yeah, service should be running for performing this scan. Otherwise, the scan will not be completed.
we ran this actions.
Mm.
These
We run
these
these
two are the main
actions.
one, no?
These are for the updates for the patches, and then this information got updated, and it's instructing the machine to check for the updates with the WSUS.
Yeah.
So that's how machine gets to know that.
So in my live environment,
Mhm.
if I go and check, I'll get the same thing in
Yeah,
local.
on any machine which is managed by the WSUS, go to machine, do the rsoap.msc, check this policy. You will find the name of your WSUS server.
Okay, perfect. I'll have a
You can
look.
check on any machine.
Hmm. I'll check and tomorrow I'll let you know.
Hmm. It will be the name. If your primary site is only the WSUS, then it will be the same. But if your WSUS is different, SUP and WSUS are configured on any remote server, then that server will be there. But something will be there, which will be your local intranet server.
Got it.
Okay. So that is from the machine level.
Machine.
These are the settings. I mean, then only once these all settings are there, then only the sync will be. We can say that machine is now in a ready state to check for the updates.
Got it. So, quick question, Sandeep. Now we did it from the machine level, right? So, what if we have, suppose, 100 machines which we have onboarded or enrolled in SCCM.
Mhm.
So, in that case, also we have to do it from this machine level or
This is only for
automatically,
troubleshooting. Everything will be automatic.
automatically, right? Okay,
Machines are checking and performing the scans also. There is I think there is a scan cycle also at which when machines will be performing the scans.
okay.
So every hour machines check for the policies.
Every hour,
Every hour, 60 minutes. Yeah. It will check
got
for the
it.
policy. We can customize it. There are client settings. We will talk about it. What are client
Cool.
settings? What are types of client settings? Uh, we still have 5 minutes. Let's do some client setting thing. Go to SCCM administration. Go to administration. Then go
Client setting.
to yeah client settings. This is the default one,
Okay,
right? And the priority is 10,000.
10,000.
We can create one custom. So these are all the default one, which if you go to client policy, it will be 60 minutes,
Ah, got it.
right? But we can change
Hmm.
it. Okay, click on cancel. So generally we do not touch the default ones. Right click, create custom for device. Yeah.
For user is also there and device is also there.
Now you want to change the client policy, right? Check it, client policy. Okay, right click on it, properties. Click on it on the left. Change it from 60 minutes to 15 minutes. End user policy on clients. End user policy request from internet is not there. Multiple sessions is not there. So okay. So now your if right click on it, Deployed to collection. What was the collection? Under test. Okay, now it is deployed. Now, once your machine check for the update, it will get to know that there is another client setting with a higher priority. Priority is 1,
Okay,
right? Now, once that is applied, your machine will be checking in 30 minutes for the policy instead of 60 minutes.
got it.
So that's how you can change the different one. There are cloud settings, there are hardware
So,
software inventory.
any logs we can check whether it is really checking or something is getting interrupted in the client side.
Generally, if we deployed it, machine is able to check for the policy, then this will go on the machine.
Got it. Regardless of anything.
It will go. So there is nothing like this is a very lightweight process. So if machine is active, it is able to check for the policy, then this change will be replicated on the machine. So
Hmm.
once we have different topics like software, hardware, inventory, right? We will again visit and make something. Yeah. So this is for
Software
software
update also.
updates. Hmm.
Okay.
Now this have some more options like the scan cycle is there. So you can change
Mm-hmm.
your scan cycle. It can occur every 7 day, right? And proxy scans, then a
So,
few.
Sandeep, this is this will scan from WSUS or directly from internet
No, this
software
is
update?
from the WSUS.
From the
This,
WSUS only, right?
yeah, this
Okay.
is software update. Same scan which is happening. It is always happening on with a WSUS only.
Okay. Perfect.
So it is currently 7 days. You can, if you
Mm-hmm.
want, you can create a custom. You can click and not the default one. Okay, change it if you want. It's a test environment only. So you can change it to 1 day. So every day your machine will check for the policy. Will
And
scan.
in corporates, what are the this default standard?
I think it is 7 days only.
Every 7 days.
Every 7 day it will check.
Hmm.
Generally, what happens whenever this machine is restarted, it checks
Yeah,
for it. So I have
got
seen
it.
that whenever machine is turned off and on, it generally do the scan automatically.
Acha.
Hmm. But by default, I think it is 7 days. So every 7 day it will do the scan.
Hmm. Got it.
So there are different
Computer restart is also there.
force restart. So this is 90 minutes. For 90 minutes, it's a deadline. Like the pop-up will be there for 90 minutes, then for 15 minutes, and if a deadline is there for 90 minutes, what you can do is you can remove that pop-up, click OK, I will restart, right?
Hmm.
For 15 minutes and 15 minutes you cannot remove that pop-up from the screen.
Got it.
Such things you can configure.
Cool. A hell lot of things are there.
So you can check in your environment what are
Yeah.
client settings are configured.
Cool. Something interesting.
Okay, so let's check the sync, then we conclude for today. We will deploy patches tomorrow. Monitoring, refresh it, still happening. WSync mgr 71%, 18 minutes it says. First sync take a lot of time.
Hmm.
That's okay. Keep it running for 30 minutes, then you can deallocate your VMs.
Yep. I'll do that then. Cool then.
Okay, let's connect tomorrow. Okay,
Yeah.
what are your shift timings?
My shift timing is 7 to 3.
7 to 3. Okay, can we connect early tomorrow?
Early what time?
Mm, at 4:30.
Yeah, perfect. You have to go somewhere.
I have to go also, and uh, usually in my family we do the dinner at 8:30. So
Acha.
dinner
Arey,
is
that
get.
is very nice, yeah. 8:30 dinner.
So my wife says then I have to wait for 30 minutes more.
Yeah,
Otherwise, she will wind up everything.
just
So
because of me. So sorry for that.
no, no, that's okay. But
Yeah, tomorrow for that
yeah,
is fine with me. No issues.
and if we can start a bit early and end up
Yeah,
sessions
yeah.
at around 8:30 or
Cool.
8:40, then it will be okay.
Yep. I'm fine with
So
that.
ping me if there is any change, but I'll be tomorrow is Friday, right? I have no meeting at 4:30, so we can connect at 4:30.
Cool.